It is hot outside, and I just ran for about almost 60 minutes playing a little bit of soccer or football, soccer love. So I just did that. Unlike the WWE, I'm hot, but the WWE is not. So here we are. When I'm recording this, it was after the Monday Night Raw in Chicago. I did not finish it all the way, but I know what happens pretty much. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about the struggles of WWE in producing new stars, it seems. I feel like, first off, let's get to the basics. Obafemi negated his SummerSlam championship opportunity in order to face Brock Lesnar in Minnesota. If you don't know why I said Minnesota, it was because of the AI thing. Anyway, in Minnesota, by the way, I'm not complaining about the match because it's in Hell in a Cell, so that's going to be freaking awesome. But it's the fact that he negated his championship opportunity to go up against Roman Reigns. So what I think is going to happen is, obviously, he's going to beat Brock Lesnar in a Hell in a Cell. Will Brock Lesnar be the champion or not? Honestly, probably not. I really don't know, to be honest. I probably will be wrong, but I could be right. He's going to beat him, and let's just say Brock Lesnar doesn't have the WWE Championship. He's going to go on to challenge, I'm guessing, Roman Reigns at Saudi 43. That's my prediction. He's going to cash in that little championship opportunity, say, look, I never got my fair shot. And, you know, they both kind of talked about each other, so really ain't hard to connect the dots there. And plus, it's Roman versus Ola. Who's not going to want to see that? Narratively, it probably won't make much sense unless they build up from, you know, after SummerSlam. But, so that happened. Also, Sami Zayn won the WWE Championship, obviously. But then he just lost it. So, here we are again. Also, CHAD GABLE has still not gotten an opportunity yet. There is a #1 contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship. It was a gauntlet match with like Rusev, Rey Fenix, Ethan Page, I'm guessing Javon Evans. I really don't remember who else. And then Gable. I think it's 5 or 6. I don't remember. But I really hope Gable wins this, man. I really hope he does win the #1 contendership. I think he's definitely earned it. His character work has been phenomenal. I mean, he's just been an absolute star in AAA. And I feel like WWE has been kind of putting the brakes to everything going on with CHAD GABLE. And you can say the same thing about Sami Zayn. You can say the same thing about, you know, Braun Breaker. Oh my God, those ones right there. So you can say the same thing about a lot of WWE superstars, and it's become a massive theme in the landscape of WWE. And, I mean, with LNA many times, they do this all the time where superstars get organically over, they get massive pops, and they just pump the brakes, man. It's super frustrating as a fan, and I'm sure it's super frustrating as a performer to know that, like, I'm getting over organically, and I'm just kind of cast aside for a little bit, for a couple months, to, like, let the heat or the energy die down. That's gotta be super frustrating. I kind of hope, because SummerSlam is coming up, they give CHAD GABLE the #1 contenders championship for the IC title, and we can finally get CHAD GABLE finishing his story. Please and thank you so much. I think CHAD GABLE is one of the most underrated wrestlers in the company right now. I've watched CHAD GABLE from the very beginning in NXT Black and Gold with him and Jason Jordan in American Alpha. Great chemistry together. And then Shorty G, and then back to American Made, or whatever, American Alpha, whatever the hell it was called. No, I don't remember. He's been in so many American type tag teams. I know it was American Alpha, American Made, and I forgot the one with Jason Jordan. I think it was American Alpha. Yeah, it was American Alpha. That's what it was. Anyway, he's been in too many American freaking tag teams. He needs to start up his own tag team called the Mexican Made. That'd be hilarious. Anyway, back to my rant. Not really rant, but just back to my discussion. Was that Chad Gable is the most underrated WWE superstar on this roster, point blank, period. And I want somebody to argue with me in the comments. It frustrates me every single time I see Chad Gable, who is fairly young. He's not the most youngest superstar on the roster. He's got a little age, but he still can go. Clearly, he still can go. He's got the character down packed, and whatever you want him to do. I mean, you wanted him Shorty G. He tried his best with Shorty G. You want him with American Made. He tried his best. You want him American Alpha with Otis and Tozawa. He tried his best. He dominated with El Grande Americano, and also with the other El Grande Americano, the heel version of the character. He did a fantastic job. Every character you put him in as, now he's like the apologetic bitch boy Chad Gable right now. But we need the elite American Olympian Chad Gable back. We need him back. But it pisses me off every single time that this guy can finally get a chance at anything related to a championship. He just gets pushed down a peg. Same thing with LA Knight. Same thing with Braun Breaker. They finally realized, in the grand scheme of things, that they need to go younger. Especially with this, with April's spring cleaning roster cuts. Got a lot of older talent. Also got a lot of newer talent. But the newer talent is always coming through. And they finally have a star in Obafemi who got over organically. Thankfully, they are pushing him to the moon. Like, you can't tell me they're not pushing Oba to the moon. They are pushing Oba to the moon, one King of the Ring, and he's barely been in there 6 months. One King of the Ring, beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, lost to Brock Lesnar, but he's getting another rematch in a Hell in a Cell at freaking SummerSlam, dude. So, can we do the same thing with other younger talent? But also, don't squash over talent that's organically getting over. Look at JC Jane. I mean, there's so many names to discuss and talk about. It's just super frustrating, and I wish WWE would stop doing that. I think it's actually hurting their company. And I know they're all about profit, all about money. Money. If, let's just say, Dragon Lee was to get over. Dragon Lee is a pretty popular superstar, not the most well-received, but he's definitely been working his butt off, and I gotta give him credit. He's been winning me over slowly but surely. If Dragon Lee was to somehow get over organically, the pops of Roman Reigns, but then they don't want Dragon Lee right now, they're gonna stifle his push. They're gonna put him out in catering for a few months. All those people, including me, who is slowly getting won over by Dragon Lee, is now not gonna want to buy T-shirts anymore. Is now not gonna watch Dragon Lee matches anymore. That's gonna hurt the product. Is not gonna want to buy, I don't know, whatever with Dragon Lee on it. I don't know, but that definitely hurts the product. It hurts the superstar, it hurts the product, it hurts the storytelling, it hurts everything about it, and it hurts their profit, their money, their shares. Instead of pushing the organic talent, that definitely could rake in tons of oodles of cash, they decide to stifle their superstars into oblivion until they are ready to push them. By that time, most of the fans, including me, are just not really buying it anymore. You really got to win me over again after you just stifled my boy LA Knight. It aggravates me to no ends that LA Knight is still in this position that he's in, not getting any pushes, not winning any championship belts. It's ridiculously insane. Somebody just pulled up. They got this whole parking lot right here, and someone just parked basically right next to me. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It just really frustrates me, and I wish WWE and the big 2-6 would have learned by now that we have organic talent that gets over organically, and I wish WWE would actually do something about it. But hopefully, you know, with most of the older talent slowly fading out, they're going to have to start pushing some of this newer talent. Simple as that. Will WWE actually do it? We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. I know I've been kind of behind, especially with my upload schedule, but I'm going to try to get back to it. I usually try to do it every Monday. But please like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on this situation, thoughts on this topic, disagreements, agreements, whatever. This has been your boy, Cole God. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, and I'm going home and eat. Bye-bye.